Good evening, everyone. For anyone who may be here, I have just started off the stream and I look forward to hanging out with y'all. The all zero of you that are currently here. But that's okay. Big bear head man. Tonight's stream will not have a 9:30 pause for the typical putting the child to bed phase. The child is not here tonight, so it is straight up just streaming. Now we had planted carrot seeds. They are still being seeds. We had made some changes to the room so it's a little more restful. We'll go ahead and grab that there rested bonus and then check the sun and see about what time it is. Maybe we'll go looking for a bear. So that's the west. Feels like the sun probably will set soon, so we're not going to venture too very far. I guess I was in the process of eating food before I go running off. But I do believe I was mining, so we are going to re-mine. Across these gentle plains into the less gentle black forest we go. But seriously, I kind of hope we find a bear. A bear would be nice. Love to get another bear trophy. Skelly man, you know I'm here. And now you're dead. Alright, I don't think there was a whole lot left over here to mine. Ah! I didn't want to get wet, but here we are. Get out of here. Alright. I do want to see if there's any tin. Guess we'll deal with that guy. Okay. We are actually running low on it. I do say, Damilami, the stream is live. Welcome, welcome. I want to say you're the first one here, but you're, at the very least, the first one who spake. I just want more tin. Not much tin, but a little would be nice. I mean, I guess I got 4. That constitutes as a little, but a little more. Yeah, get him. And we're back in the meadows. A very unfortunately shaped black forest. Tommy Lemmy, I hope this week has not been too stressful. I'm sure my presence has been missed in some capacity. Shout out to Josh in the Discord, Talados, telling me to give the bears what for. I will be attempting to give all of the bears what for. I doth believe it is getting to the dark. And you know, I would say I'm, you know, leery of the Black Forest at night, but frankly, I've done pretty well for myself in the Black Forest, even at night, so I'm not feeling super sketch about it. Granted, I could not parry that Grey Dwarf stone, so maybe I should be a little more cautious. But it doesn't look like a bear's in the cards right now, so I will just... Aw, I appreciate that. I'll remember that come review time. Anyway, I'm gonna run some of this stuff back home. To my home. Is there anything else I can drop so that I can carry more stuff? I don't think there is. At least not in a meaningful way. Oh, a meaningful way. Look at that. So, bring this home. Hopefully I just dropped all of the wood that I have. Hopefully I have some wood back at the base with which to actually process some of this stuff. But I may have to cut down some trees, which, as we all know, is super exciting. Huh, yeah, we are currently in a bit of a spot, I guess. That's not the right. Going to the wrong side. Like some kind of noob. Alright. What do we got wood-wise? Not a lot. Alright, so let's chop down some wood before we do anything else. Chop. Oh, you want some of this? You want some of this smoke? No, you don't. Sometimes I do wonder if there's a real necessity to having, what do I have, 3 furnaces? 3 smelters? Like having 3 is important. It can process a lot, but I think this is the first time I've had all 3 of them full at the same time. And really, given the fact that I only seem to be able to transport around 20 to, 25 odd ore at any given moment, which just isn't much. Oop. It cold. We're still rested, but now it cold. I like how dark it gets. Nope. Okay. Industry is going, it's bedtime. More furnace, fire warm, yes. And listen to it going in the background. 30 pieces of metal, all being made at once. Look at it. Are they not beautiful? And I still have 40 coal. Amazing. Now I'm going to do the thing that I typically do, which is unnecessarily anal on my part, but it's 2 coal for every 1 ore, and I had 3 ore left, and I just don't want to have leftover anything for some reason. Because I am the way that I am. Alright, so from a crafting perspective, I think I've made the... Have I made the ADSI? I have not made the ads yet. So, right now, this has another upgrade available. I haven't made. The forge also has the cooler that I have not made yet. Wait. No, I haven't made the cooler yet. I don't really know where I'm going to put this. I might move that. Otherwise, it's just in the way. Unless, oh, I can put it under there. Perfect. Eventually, I'm going to have to expand this. The forge is in a weird spot, and it's not going to like being there for much longer. Let's put away all of the stuff. Alright. So from an everything perspective, do I not have any more soup? Did I not make all the... I guess I made all the carrot soup that I could with the resources that I had. Aight. Well. Oh, I need to upgrade these claws. Oh, better workbench. which again I could make. I need 10 copper and 25 fine wood for that, and for the ads I need 10 fine wood and 3 bronze. Let's get honey. Did I make the mead kettle yet? I have not made the mead kettle yet. 4 tin, 6 copper, and 2 leather scraps. Tin, 6 copper, 2 leather straps, and then that is the mead kettle. I damaged these. They got damaged somehow. I must have stepped on it. Ah, now we have options for meads. Very exciting. Now, not that I can do anything with those because I haven't made the fermenter yet, which costs 5 bronze and a whole lot of fine wood, which is my fine wood situation. Not great. And I could make the 5 bronze though. That's not hard, at least. Do, do, do. I actually need a lot of fine wood for a bunch of the upgrades, so I might just go and chop some of that down for now. Find it interesting that despite requiring a better axe to harvest, it doesn't actually seem to take longer to chop these down. Not that I'm complaining. Chopping wood is a real pain in the ass, but I don't know, you'd expect it to take longer, I guess. This will take longer because I'm chopping 2 trees at once. What would you do with $1 million? 2 trees at the same time. Come at me, bro. I hear you. Little punk. You won't. Oh no, you got hit by a tree. Sometimes you just make your own fun. I do not even have enough, I don't think, for this. Nope, not yet. Hopefully, this will be it. Actually, it's probably not. Nope. 3 more. How many birch seeds? I do have 2 birch seeds at least, so I will plant some saplings. Ooh, an oak tree. I probably won't be able to carry all of the... Chopping an oak tree causes the whole screen to shake. Hopefully I'll get lucky and get some acorns. I don't seem to have gotten lucky. It looks like I just got a lot of resin. Now something I will do complain about is, depending on the birch tree you cut down, or the beech tree even, doesn't matter what the circumference of the log is, you always get the same thing. You always get 10 pieces of regular wood. It can be a real thin one, it could be a real thick one, it doesn't matter. The same applies to the birch trees, but Luckily, with the oak trees, it actually produces an absolute ton of wood. And I'm just glad that it does. Like, it's so useful having that much wood. Oh. There we go. It's very useful having such a large amount of wood come from a single tree. And I guess it takes longer to chop it down, so it makes sense. But... Alright. Now we have enough. Granted, it's enough for a single upgrade, or a single thing to upgrade, but better than not being able to make something. Alright, so, where am I going to put this? Like, I've already kind of upgraded everything. I'll put it there. Doesn't seem to be much of a fire issue with... I say as I build closer to this. I don't seem to be having an issue here, so we're going to go ahead and do it. Yay! So let's make some mead, shall we? I don't think we need that just yet. I don't want that one. But I think minor healing could... No, can't make that. It requires blueberries too. So I guess there isn't really a whole lot that I can make that I feel like making based on what I've got. So I will just hold off on that for now. But I am, at the very least, fully kitted for... Or not fully kitted, but fully prepared for the next set of stuff to do. Which, I'm done with that copper. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because, well, you know what? I'll just go over there. Have that whole chest full of stuff that I need to collect. And of course, maybe I'll find another burr. Something I am going to have to find more of is blueberries. I don't think I've really marked any on my map yet. Why can't I move my map? My whole game froze. That was fun. Yeah, I haven't marked any blueberries, which means I haven't found any in a high enough concentration to warrant marking them. I probably should, if for no other reason than to just make sure that I can find some later. To the other one. Hello, sir. Wow. That's actually huge. Hey, what was I saying about needing blueberries? Found some. Well, even though my game is being remarkably laggy right now, which I don't understand. Wonder if my computer's doing things in the background. Did manage to defeat that bear. So that's fun. I managed to parry the bear when I thought for sure I was going to get absolutely bodied. Tell ya, it is disappointing, the small size of here we are. Don't suppose there's a troll rocking around out here. Ow. Alright. Not that I was gonna let you guys live anyhow, but still. Like... This Black Forest is pretty solid as Black Forests go just for its copper. Tin, not so much, but yeah, what can you do? I suppose the real question upcoming will be, as far as those other copper veins are concerned, do I want to leave my base where I currently have it, continue to process there, or do I want to build a second base and move my production to that one? Black Forest is full of trees, easy access to coal, and I don't have to travel, or I have to transport stuff quite so much if I build a base there. And I can just leave this one where it is for simple things like cooking, sleep, that sort of thing. Or I could move my sleeping base likewise to a different location. I don't know. I've never really played this in a way where you build bases in new locations whenever you kind of get access to a new resource. I've never had like a swamp base to process iron. I've always made the trip before they made it easy to just teleport metals. I've always just made the trip to go back each time. But I feel like I want to try the other method this time. Numerous bases. Not because I feel like it's the right way to play or anything, but you know, I am playing without portaling metal for now, so. Already starting to get dark. That's crazy pants. I feel like I haven't been out here for very long. All right. All right. Back we go. Get wrecked. Yeah, I think what I'll do is get all the copper moved from that base to this one. Or from there over here, process it. Then I'm going to make myself a carve. I'm going to go over to the other... What do I have? 25? My hole. Alright. Won't get through everything, but it'll do something. Man, the blueberry situation ain't great. Let's see here. Out of my good stamina items. But okay. I sure would like you guys to mature more quickly than you are. Okay. I can't make the carve. I don't have enough tin. I need to make 80 nails. Oh, I do have enough, don't I? Just enough. Okay, so I do have enough bronze to make that. The only thing I really have to do is make sure that I don't, you know, lose track of the boat. I'm gonna need more fine wood. Planted some birch trees, but it'll be a bit before they mature. There's birch. Son of a birch. I'm so funny. Oak tree over there. Just chop that one down. Just heard my dogs lose their mind upstairs. Acorns! Ooh, and I got a couple of them too. That's nice. Yeah, run away. Plenty of fine wood. Plant my oak trees. So that I can make sure more trees will grow. Whoop. Grab these, because it's been a while since I've picked raspberries even. Not that I've really been using them a lot. There we go, I just need 30 of it. 10 deer hide, ooh, I am running low on that. Oh. Oh, I got 3 of them. Exciting. It's gonna be really crowded over there, but whatever. Alright. So... pair those things. And I've got... ooh, something else I want. Need to chop more fine wood for it. Portals. Since I am going to make where are my cores? They're in here, right? Okay. And grade advisor here. Come get the remaining parts in a minute. Oh. This is a little big for here, isn't it? There. Grow. Alright, so... or fine wood. Because on top of everything else, I'm going to build myself a portal at the other base so that I can come back here more easily. So just need some more fine wood. And look at this. Another oak tree. 4 acorns? My word. That's one thing that the game is never really super consistent on, is what the drop rates are for some of these. Like, I've chopped down a fair number of birch trees and only gotten, like, 2 birch seeds. There we have it. Alright, that will be enough of that. Yep, that's enough of that. Let's plant some more oak. Just have it growing. That did it all. I'll have a nice little oak forest going there eventually. It's gonna look dumb, but it'll be really good for pine wood later. Let's see. How much sap do I need? Or resin? 20. It's 20 resin. And then I need the, where's my, very confused here. Okay. Need the 80 nails. I need 10 of these. 2 more of those. Alright, so I've got everything I need to make all of the necessary things to sail away, away, away. Technically, I have more copper over there that I should probably collect. How badly do I want it? Like... a lot of wood. Oh, speaking of wood, I'm gonna need 10. To build that there workbench. To build a boat. Now. There she blows. What I need to bring from here, I have my portal materials, but what I need is building material. And of course, it's time for tuba. Throw you over there. Rather not have the wet debuff if I can avoid it. Wah, wah, wah. Alright, so that's a lot of wood for building stuff. be careful over here, because if I throw this into the water and I can't pick it up, I'm going to be very sad. But I do need to be close enough to let my stamina regen. Can I swim while I'm over encumbered? I can, which I feel is kind of dumb. But alright, that works. Okay. I think it's time to go. Oh, look at that. The wind's in the exact direction that I need to go. Figures. May as well have a raft. So I have the materials for a portal. In retrospect, I should have brought all of the materials for, like, the forge and the upgrades that it needs, instead of a bunch of wood. Because the wood, I can teleport. The other things, I cannot. Tokyo drifting! Forgot to get the things that I needed to get. And given the time of day, I may just rest. Another thing I might do is kill the necks, because I'm not saying that they'll just destroy my boat, but they could destroy my boat. Alright, so that... do need to keep 20 of those for that. But... there we go. So that is all the necessary pieces to make 10,000. Okay, see, this is what I meant by needing to kill the necks. Because they maybe could... little douche. Could decide to attack the boat. Right now the boat's pretty loaded up with, you know, kind of important things. And I would hate for the necks to, like, attack it overnight and break it. Maybe we'll just back this up as far as I can, so that if they do destroy it, I can hopefully recover all of the stuff. another thing I need to do, because I do not really have a whole lot left, is get some other foods for when I inevitably run out. I feel like it's already taking damage. See, unfortunately, the boats take damage over time. I don't know why, but they do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you little douche. Oh, you're in a place where I can aggravate you now. Get wrecked. Little D-bag. You know what? I'm gonna put away the raspberries. 20, 30, 35. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those. There we go. I don't know why I have 25 wood, but it's not a terrible thing because you can light all those anyway. Alright, so I've got plenty of wood, got the materials to build another portal. We can go. And hey, we have favorable wind this time. Am I gonna stop if I see a bear? I'm gonna go with no this time. Normally it might. Alright, I don't need to pretend like I'm on a motorcycle here. But I kind of want to make some progress tonight. And stopping to fight a bear or even a troll isn't really the way to do that. Apparently, it's been entirely too long since I have captained a ship. Words are a thing. I want to say I've gotten all the copper there, and it's up here that I need to go. I'll probably round the horn and maybe make a base there. Get rid of that raft. That's a lot of ocean out there. I'm hopeful that this will be a solid staging point. I know the Elder's over here, and I could go that way, but that's not what I've explored. So, hello. Calm down. Oh, that troll is still there. Now, luckily, the materials for the smelters are all teleportable, so I think that's a bear over there on that little jet of land. Could be wrong, but I look like a boulder, but with like legs. I can't tell if it's just my terrible boating or if the ocean's really being that rough. There's a troll. There's a troll. Ooh, that's gonna be my base right there. I don't have the ability to build that up, as in I don't have, you know, the ability to make stone yet. However, this little we beaching it. Oh, I'm gonna vomit. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. And that. Because, you know, where'd she go? I heard gray dwarves. Look at all this tin. Hello? That's right, I attacked your kneecaps. Alright. Ow. Oh. What an absolutely awful way to have had to come back here. Alright. First things first. We building a portal. It's untagged at the home base, so it will automatically connect here. And we have our first functional portal. Should I use that base instead? Like, I have more to secure here. And the potential of the water coming up is pretty solid. Before I get crazy in there, I'm going to check this one and see if this one might not be a better one to... It's covered better, but it's small. I don't like it small. Now, the only, like, potentially silly thing here is that if there's a big old storm, the water is likely going to come up and, like, cover stuff, so I may have to, you know, deal with that somehow. But really, all this is meant to be is a forge area. It's not meant to be, like, a base. This is just where I want to be able to process my metal. Yeah, this is just where I want to process my stuff, so... let's go ahead and take what I've got back and bring over the other stuff. Well, actually not that. Trophies. Those things. Alright. Blueberries. Is there anything in here now? There isn't. Coal. I think that came from that chest. Stuff and things. I'm trying to remember what it is this is not the chest I wanted to get into. There we go. I want to bring that stuff over. Which probably just dropped all of the copper that was in there too. Because I forgot about the copper that I left in there. Dang it. That is a bunch of stuff that I can't teleport. Now, for a single run, like just a single run back and a potential to grab some blueberries, I think I'd be okay doing that, but ridiculous. Now, do I want to put the furnaces down there or over here? I kind of want to put them here. Do I have my hoe? I do have my hoe. I have stone with me too. I can raise the ground. I'm gonna have to. Bring more stone. I used so much stone for that. Word to your mother, holy moly. Like, I am gonna have to go back and get a considerable amount of stone. I need 40 total. So, there we go. All right. There she blows. Oh, that's roof. There's no roof here. Oh, let's get the materials out of here. That's what all that extra wood was for. And the coal. I was like, why is all this stuff in my inventory? Because I forget quickly the things that I need to make this stuff. 10 wood, 4 stone, and 4 coal. 10 wood for that. 10 wood for a treasure chest. You know what? We're just going to take it all. We're going to take 50 stack to get some extra stuff. I'm going to put you here for now so you don't just spawn somehow. 4 stone, 4 coal. Okay. 6 copper I already have. And then for this, I just need the 2 bronze, which I already have. Okay. it is my intention to have a lot of stuff, so I'm hopeful that I actually get to fill these up. We should be doing a fair amount of tuba walking. That's not where I want things to be. There's a forge to be here. Guess I'm not really. Let's get the forge built. Actually, I don't think that's going to be a great spot for the forge, because probably not going to be able to, like, put everything there. I think that might actually be the better spot for it, which means I'll be moving that portal, too. Now, I am aware of how much further away this is from that copper. However, it is not going to require me to run across several biomes just to get back to my base. So... do I want to, like, build this out? I don't think I do. Like, I know things will take weather damage, but I'm not really too concerned about that. Now, what I'm not going to do is leave this standing. One of the things that I'd say happens most frequently when using a boat is forgetting where the boat was. And when you've forgotten where the boat is, and you don't know where the mats are, then you're just kind of in trouble. So, this is me making sure that I don't lose these materials for the boat. So we're going to do this. Home, or BF, base, boat. There. Now it is getting dark. My currants! This is wonderful news, because now I can plant more carrots. Hooray! More carrots for me. I don't think I can... I guess I could harvest some honey. We shall go to bed.
Now there is something that we could do that would be incredibly stupid, which means I'm not going to try it. However, I have seen it done where the carve is just fast enough and strong enough to get to the ashlands, where you can get the necessary... Oh, you know what? You need a stone cutter. We wouldn't do it yet. We'd really have to wait. Alright then. Well, we have gotten everything moved over. What I need, though, some of this here tin. I know I passed some. Also. So I think that's what I'm going to grab first. You know what? Before I do all of that, let's get the coal that I have, because I know I've got, I think, enough to fill up both of the smelters. Oh, no, not quite. Or both. All Throth. All of them. All right. Let's just get the rest of the coal. Now I did say at some point I was going to have like a building stream, and I will do that. It's not today though. I'm going to take all of this wood over to the other base, process it into coal, fill up my remaining things, and go collect a whole bunch of tin ore. There we go. Oh, huh. I guess I am going to have to make a roof here to be able to even use this. Wait, no, I need that there. Oh, there's a stone stair over here. Look at that. I guess this was meant to be the back of it. Alright, well. Let's drop this here. Prepare this stuff. Bring this stuff because I don't need it going that high. I don't technically need this layer up here. It isn't a ton of wood. It's a little claustrophobic. Oh my word. It's not where I wanted to snap. I guess that's where I wanted it. What? back to where it was. I do not like you making all of that noise the entire time I stand next to you. We're gonna move you there. That way you're not constantly active when I'm back here, and I have more space to put things. For my forge. What's really crazy is this isn't even the last place that the forge is gonna be. Like, after I've done enough work here, I'll take this show on the road to the swamp. I need at least 30 tin to process the 60 copper that I have. I expect I'm gonna have to fight stuff in not too short of a fashion. Hey! Look at that. It's my favorite Valheim wildlife. Now, block that. I don't think I can block that. Jeez. Alright, one parry can get me 4 crits. Get wrecked! Oh no. So I need 3 bronze to make that. Which means I'm gonna have to hoof some bronze back over to the main base. That's... whatever. Is what it is. I was gonna have to do that for... Whoa. Sounds like a skeleton's fighting something. Did I already collect the tin over here? I might have a little bit at least. Oh, it's this place. This is one of my copper locations. With a lot of copper to have. And blueberries. I believe this is, yeah, this is where I had established a little base for the purpose of surviving. Did I have a treasure chest over here? I did. I'm not gonna put wood on this fire. But it's cool. I've got copper. That's fun. lot of it too. Let's just put the stuff away here that I don't necessarily need. Grab that. That's too much. Grab the fine wood, resin, all that stuff. Alright, let's head back. I'm going to change this. Bloobs. Because of the blueberries that are there. I do believe this skeleton may have just been absolutely shredding some Grey Dwarves. Alright. Look, a crypt? Huh. You know, I call it a crypt, but I'm pretty sure they're actually burial chambers. But I haven't completed this one yet, so... More blueberries. That's actually super good. Now, I think that skeleton was doing some work. Wah! You're big. Full bigger. I'd take you on a mining expedition. Oof. Can't afford to do that again. What did I say about not being able to afford doing that again? Very nearly getting crushed. We full up. Oh, I probably can't carry it all anyway. Let's drop that. That. Don't really need that. Can I get it all? Cool. I think I'm... Do I need 50 resin? Not sure that I do. I'd rather have all that wood. Get wrecked. I don't think I have anything on me. Necessarily needs to go in here. Let's just do that for now real quick while I cook this stuff. I think there's quite a bit that needs to go on. Eh. Oh. Let's just do this. I know it's gonna make me do it. Oh, cannot put more troll hide in there for now. Well, I have overflow stuff over there, so let's have overflow stuff over there. I guess it doesn't really matter what overflows. Keep my feathers together for now. I know. Go. More overflow. Da-da-da. Is it already? It is getting kind of late. Before I boogie, I might maybe get myself some minor healing beads going. I think I've got the ingredients for it now. 5 blue, 10 reds. 5 blue, 10 reds, and a single dandelion. Got the honey. Take. What? Huh. I did a weird overlap there that I did not see before. Dumb as heck. Alright. But it's working now, so I guess I'm not that upset about it. Sleeping time. Way too sleeping time. I know my fermenter will not be done in the morning. Alright. Or to this base we go. And look at that, I got one whole extra. Oh man. Alright. Well, that is a lot. I remember back when back when I first started playing, it was, you know, meant to be two full stacks of, or 2 pieces of coal per metal smelted. But they hadn't, I don't know how to describe it. They hadn't like properly mathed it. So you would end up with some consistently wrong numbers. And it always frustrated me so much because it was like, but there we go. So, you know, you'd put everything in there, and then at the very end, he just popped in. Like, I know he wasn't there. Now I am impressed that the pause can block the headbutt, because like I'm impressed that the pause can block the headbutt, because the headbutt's incredibly strong and will ruin your day if you're not careful. I do believe it was, I think that's a troll cave over there. But unless I missed my guess, this is about where I had found he was just trolling over there. Let's see him now. Oh, that's because there's a troll cave. Oh no, that's a crypt. Good deer. Why are you... Like, did all of the skeletons run off to chase after that deer? I suppose they might have. Like, honest to gosh, the only reason I'm here is to get tin, but, like, the tin just seems to have stopped. Yeah, skellies are up there fighting. Not a huge fan of this fog. More current seeds. I didn't think I could hit that. This back in Meadows? Yep.
that's cool. That's real neat. So, almost completely circled this island. Pick some berries. My berries. Just see what this do. Because it do appear to just be meta all around. Mushroom nuts? It is one of them mushroom nuts. It's also the only mushroom I get rid of than that. Alright, well. Clearly, I have been here before. Back into the Black Forest. Have I really gone and found all of the potential tin for this chunk of Black Forest? I want to say that I may have. I don't know what's worse. Oh, there we go. Missed that one the first go around. I do also tend to forget that even though, you know what, I think it's because I came way up here. That even though it's like, it only spawns on the coast, it doesn't necessarily have to be in contact with water. However, get up here. So was I gonna deal with you? Get wrecked. At some point I'll come back to these things. Alright. Stack stones to indicate that I've been here before. Yeah. Thought I saw blue. I was a little off on my blueberries. Indicator. Alright. Something I need to take into consideration is while I do need to get all like built up and prepped and whatnot over here, took the fine wood out here. Look at that. Anywho, while I took all of the parts, cats are ridiculous, man. Oh, back in the meadows. Alright, so, something else I also need to do is get over here with those pieces of bronze to make the ads. So the real question is, or I know because I have no tin over here, I can't make more bronze. The real question is, do I want to hoof it over there with these 8 pieces of copper so that I can get those? Nope. I forgot. We're still holding on now. Because I have to remember to make sausages later on. I have so much gold. Alright, so take the wood back. Drop that punk on. Grab the hammer. Alright. Do I want to hoof that back for now? Carve is 35. I mean, I could rebuild the boat. You know what? I think I'll just rebuild the boat. And I will bring the necessary bronze over here. And I will pick this up. What do I need? I need 3 pieces of bronze. Alright. Oh. 3 pieces of bronze and 10 fine wood. Do I have that fine wood? Yes, I do. Alright. I'm not going to worry about going to sleep right now. Workbench is right there. How much range does that there workbench have? Enough for me to come
Now, at some point, I'm also going to have to do fishing, but there's two ways to get a fishing rod. Either finding Haldor or finding a frozen lake at the bottom of a howling cavern if you're lucky. So... But since I'm not actually, like, fighting the bosses right now, there is an argument that could be easily made to say that I could go looking for a swamp soon. I would like to upgrade the workbench at this base because I want to see what upgrade materials I need to be able to upgrade my bear armor, because I will be taking that bear armor into the swamp, and that can be the swamp can be a real mess. So I'm really gonna want, that's a bear. I'm gonna kill that bear. I'm gonna fight that bear, because I want his materials. Oh, do not come into this water and fight me. Oh no. Now, for any of you who are keeping track at home, a 1-star bear is what killed me and ended my last Deathwish run. Because of that right there. Ow. Oh. This is dicey. Yeah, with my health the way it is right now. Really not sure I could handle parrying the headbutt on a 1-star. Oy vey. One of the reasons I'm okay fighting him on this rock. Youch. Okay. Parry the swipe, even at lower health. Alright, I did a dodge roll there. This is not good. Oh, this is even worse. All right.
that's friggin' it. At least I'm not far from where I... This just sucks. uh, uh, it's really dumb. I'm not sure if he'll be there when I get back. He might be. I'm gonna eat food before I run over there. Alright. Okay, because, you know, I died right at the horn, which I've died there several times now. Kind of used to it at this point, you know? And all told, I think I handled myself pretty well. I think I did. Like, just freaking the addition of the Grey Dwarves made that difficult to properly complete. Hopefully I don't run across like another bear. Like I need to get to my death box. Alright, you all need to get away. Gotta expect the bear to still be there. And he's still angry. Oh. More Grey Dwarves. Nope, can't parry that. Jeez. Stop using that attack, bro. Once again. Freaking... On God, I swear I am doing the dodge roll and it is not triggering the way it's supposed to. Alright. We are going to get home. Cat's over here messing with things. That bell is a cat. We're gonna get home. We're gonna build my ads because doggone it, that's what I came here to do. And then we will sign off for the night. So look at you, getting a few minutes of extra Green Ninja time. Aren't you glad that I stopped to fight that bear? Still didn't get a friggin' trophy for it. Even on a 1-star, I did not get a trophy on it. Got twice the other drops, at least.
Right, what are we even doing? The trees just spawned in. That freaked me out. Look at all this future vine wood. Alright, so just need the 10 vine wood. To build the... No. Alright. We're not having great luck here. Didn't realize I needed the forge. Makes sense in retrospect, but did not realize I needed it, so we're just gonna put these things away. Is this done? Oh look! You would have been really useful earlier. A very, very beneficial tool. I mean, 4, 4, 4, and 4. 16. I just need 16, and I've got 23. So I've got what's necessary to finish that upgrade. Go me. If only I had a forge here to make the ADSI. So I have made a few miscalculations, but that's okay. That happens. I will go ahead and grab some wood. So get those going. And yeah. Guess next week we will figure out how to get the forge back here. All right. Well, it's been a lot of fun playing again tonight, guys, and I really hope you enjoy the stream, and I hope to see you next week. The Discord, as always, down here, and if you'd like to join in, we have very unlikely conversations. So, thanks for coming out. Have a great night, everyone.